Hey everybody, welcome to NickA-P Plays. I'm NickA-P, and today I'm going to be checking out IT Specialist Simulator. So to give you a little background, I saw this game came out on Steam a while ago. I actually played the demo back, a few months ago when it came out on Steam. So I played the demo. I thought it was pretty cool, but I haven't actually played the full game. So I'm going to check it out today. I just picked it up, so I wanted to see what I thought of it. And just for some background on myself, I actually am in the IT profession. So I actually work for a high school doing IT work. So I think it'd be kind of cool to see if I think this is pretty accurate to what I do. I think there's going to be a lot of things here that isn't really accurate to what I do because I feel like this is actually going to be a bigger scope than what I probably do day to day. But hopefully I'll see a little bit of everything in here. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out. I'm going to let you know what I think, try to give you an idea of, do I think this game's pretty good? Do I think, it's worth your time to pick it up? Tell you if I think it's accurate to what we do in IT or if it's kind of not right. And we'll kind of go from there. So let's just get into it. I kind of went through some of the settings initially here just to see what it has. It kind of has everything you'd kind of want, which is nice. I'm really happy about limit FPS in games. I usually do that. So, yeah, I think it's good. It's got kind of basics. There's not a lot here, but there's enough here to get you going just for what you want. So it looks good. One thing that's really weird to me right now is there is no music on the login screen or the start screen here. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of eerily silent. That's probably accurate to working in IT. We work in quiet dungeons. So they're preparing you for the silence that is your world. But actually in my world, it's not that silent. I'm going to go with one of my names I use all the time, Dingus, difficulty level, medium. Let's see, it says if you don't have experience with computer configuration, computer networks, or the IT industry, we recommend choosing on easy. I kind of do. I don't have experience with all these things necessarily, but I do have experience with some of it. So I'm going to say medium for me. Kind of go from there, pick my little avatar here. Let's see what we got. These are kind of cute. I probably look mostly like this guy naturally. All right, let's create game, see what's going to happen here. Get out of bed, wake up. That's a good first step of every day. Look around to the left and right. All right, looks like I'm in my house, my apartment, it looks like. Walk around, WSD, control. Oh yeah, a lot of crouching in IT, actually. Sit down at the computer. Look at left right monitor, using mouse movement. What? Oh, that's weird. So you kind of drag your mouse to the left and right and it kind of like snaps jarringly to each screen. All right, open and run the control R to run. NCPA. Okay, this is kind of weird. Go to change network settings. Okay, open the Ethernet properties. So I guess my problem is they didn't really explain this, I don't think, but it looks like if I can look down here on the right, I don't have any. It says I'm not connected to the network. So it's having me go through some basic configuration of basically my wired network. Go to properties, TCP IPv4. This is pretty close to what you do, although honestly, usually fixing this kind of a thing is not this complicated. So we're going to go properties in there. Basically, right now I'm set to a static IP. Change the IP address to 192.168.10.x to set the gateway to 10.0.1. So this is kind of strange only because I don't know where they're getting these numbers from, right? Like, I'm going to say get my IP address automatically, like a normal human being. And, oh, look at that. It worked. Great. So, yeah, I didn't follow those instructions at all. I think it's kind of cool that I didn't have to follow the instructions and it actually worked. Because that's exactly what I would do unless the person that I'm fixing their computer needs a specific IP address, which not normally, at least not where I work. I could see in certain places maybe everybody is a specific IP, but where I work, it's not really that. We don't do all that. All right, so search the web for a job offer. Ah, yes. Go to jobly.com. Ah, I love Jobly. And let's see, show offers. Actually, I want to work at Paint World. That sounds way better. Like machine operator, AI creators, PR specialist at Paint World, or an HR coordinator at DC Burgers. It looks like there isn't any job that interests you. Hold on now. I might want to be an AI creator. Close the browser. All right. Well, I guess I don't want those jobs because they told me I don't want those jobs. I was destined to play voxelcraft. Here we go. Oh my god. What is this? This is like Minecraft Terraria over here. How long do I have to play this for? Just while away your hours playing voxelcraft instead of looking for a job, of course. The computer isn't the only thing to interact with. Go to your living room and sit on the couch and look at TV. Oh, we've graduated. Forget playing games. Now we're just going to sit on the couch and relax. Sit right here. Wait. Oh, there we go. We're just going to turn this on. Apparently I was watching the IT Specialist Simulator show. Watch TV, exit, great. All right, let's go back to Jobly, I guess. And so, yeah, I have done this once before, so I kind of do remember some of this. Jobly.com again, let's go. Oops. I love it. I missed the the period in Jobly.com, and it gave me page not found. Great. All right, show offers. Hey, look at that. Junior IT service. Yes, I think I might be interested in this. It's only available after 2 p.m. Oh, even better. All right, I now know sufficiently how to troubleshoot and fix computers, and I'm ready to be a junior IT specialist. This guy's computer won't turn on. I guess they really do need me. Oh, you can't click the P. You have to hit P on your keyboard. Oh. What? It like saves people's credentials. Oh, good. Perfect. I'll just log into this person's account. I'll send some emails to the boss. Dear boss, you stink. What? Let's go see what they got on their computer, actually. This sounds fun. Users. Config documents. What do you got? Nothing. Wow, this person doesn't do any work at all. Maybe I need to send an email to her boss telling the boss she doesn't do anything. All right, I assume this isn't my computer, so I'm going to exit this. No, I don't need that. Check my email. I'm trying. Wait, actually, let me check this person's email. Oh, I don't know. Login with no username and password? I have no idea. All right, let me turn off this computer. All right, let's go see. I think if I remember correctly, the office is back here somewhere. So I would say right off the bat, I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go. It just kind of says, go check your emails. And it's like, all right. Looks like I do have a tablet. I wonder if I can just... Oh, I see. You have to hit enter on this to progress these things forward. Here, let me close the tablet quick. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see. There's nothing in it. Thanks. As you can see, there's nothing here. Yeah, I did notice that. When the end of the day approaches, 10 p.m., you must put all your items you have, put away all the items that you have, and you can head for the exit. In the locker, you can also store things that you simply don't need at the moment. Okay. Oh god, I can't even figure out how to close the locker. I'm not... Oh, well, there's just patch cords just laying here. Perfect. Grab some of these. There's a game controller. A shirt. Somebody just left their shirt here. Oh my god, there's shirts all over the place. What's going on in this locker room? People are actually changing in here? This is bizarre. Welcome to your new job. Why don't you come into the locker room and take off your shirt? Close the locker. Oh, I already did that, I thought. No? It's open? What? How do I close it? There it is. All right, cool. All right, head to the IT room. Yes, I remember. It's all the way back here, furthest away from human contact, which is exactly what you want. This is your office. You're in charge here, but only on second shift. Your senior colleague takes the morning shift, since that's when most failures happen, and he has experience. And he has the experience. Oh, okay, I'm just a rookie, so they put me on night shift. Well, that's perfect. Nobody to bother you. Also, like, yo, is this a real job? I want an IT on night shift. I've worked in IT for like 10 years. Nobody ever offered me no night shift with nobody there. I worked a night shift in one place, but there was people all over the place. This place is a ghost town in here. This is great. Let's start with configuring the network on your tablet. Open the tablet. All right. Wi-Fi turned on. I'm guessing PTS local. That's the only thing here. Set the identity to user and password to security. Okay, so user, and they're saying password is QWERTY123. Super secure password. Definitely recommend you do that. Already. Can move past that. You now have access to the network. That's already a big plus. Go to your computer. You'll find it at the end of the IT room. I'm actually already there. Then sit at the computer and use the thing. Cool. All right, let's actually get started. Jesus. It says your computer isn't a workstation like the others. It also serves as a server. If it's turned off, some parts of the company's systems automatically stop working. Well, IT guy turned off his computer again. Whoops. What? It's ridiculous. God, I hope this guy's computer doesn't go down. What's going on? That page not found. Okay. As you can see, that page can be found. This is because the headquarters is in Germany and you're trying to access them directly. To reach the page, you need to enable a VPN. Oh yeah, I did that already on accident. I mean, not an accident. I knew that. Of course, that's what you're doing. Approve login request. You know what's funny? This thing popped up with 75. I actually, in real life, just was looking for my phone just now. Like, oh, I got to authenticate this thing. Got a one-time passcode. 75. Yes. Enter. Let's see if that worked. Yes, perfect. I'm connected to the VPN. This is pretty good. This is pretty cool. It is very similar to this. With VPNs that we would use too, we'd have to do something like this to get in. So this is pretty cool. All right, so now we should be able to get to wiki storage. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so looks like they kind of need to fix some of the, I feel like if you've already done this, they shouldn't make you do it again. I kind of figured this out before they told me what to do, and now it's kind of making me go through it again. So that's not great. Let me 40 this time. So we're going to do 40. Yes. All right, great. Get rid of this. Go back here. Okay, now we're connected. As you may notice, the tablet works with some delay. Unfortunately, the nearest access point is in the hallway. The further you are from the access points, the worse the network works on mobile devices. Oh, that's pretty fun. Also pretty accurate to real life. Go back to the computer. Great. You're now connected to the VPN. You can close the application. It will keep running in the background. All right. Reopen the browser and go to wiki storage. So can I add this to my desktop? See, this is one thing that I'm like, what? Why do I have a browser that I have to hit the start button to go to? I should just be able to put the browser on my desktop like a normal human being would do. Go back to wiki storage. There you go. It worked. Oh, thank God. You now have access to the data. I mean, could you imagine? This is like you first starting in a company. Like, good Lord, you can't even get started with your job. What in the world? You now have access to the company, which has several branches of different countries. Check the procedures. Oh, boy. Procedures. Let's see what we got. As you can see, there's a list of files here. They are mostly procedures that will make your work easier and expand your knowledge. Download any file. Okay. Let me download the password for organization, I guess. Great. You downloaded the file. Go to the downloads. Typically, control panel? No. As you notice, the file has a strange icon. This is because the computer doesn't have an application that can open PDF files. Oh my God, dude. Really? God, you guys have all this fancy stuff. You can't even shell out for Adobe? Give me a break. Left click on the downloaded file. Where is it? I don't even see it. Downloads. Let's see, I got this finance thing. Oh, there it is. The bottom one. Oh, yeah. Oh, open it in Notepad. Let's try that. Perfect. This is actually really accurate, especially if you try to open certain things with like an application that it's not going to know what it is. You'll get this. So this is pretty fun. I like that they added this. It's cute. You can open the file in Notepad, but it would be better to look at an application in the store. Okay, so he wants me to go to the store and download some sort of PDF application, I assume. So let's see if I can just search PDF, and there you go, PDF reader. Great. Install. This is also pretty accurate. Where I work, we don't use stores like this. Well, I love how you have to actually wait for it to download. We don't use stores like this, like a Windows store, for example. We wouldn't. We would just go on the internet and download something directly. But yeah, this is pretty funny. Okay, the application's been installed. So now we can see when I open up the thing, it's defaulting to my PDF application. Great, and it is. It looks just like Adobe. I can't believe they got away with that. But yeah, perfect. All right, I can read my thing now. You can also create a shortcut in the desktop using the buttons in the App Store to create a desktop shortcut. In the App Store to create a desktop shortcut. How? Apps. So we got my PDF reader. Open. Create a desktop. Oh, that's cool. All right, maybe I can do that with the browser. That's what I need to do with the browser and stop being a freaking barbarian over here going to the start menu every time I have to go to my browser. Is web browser on here? It's not. That's something I would tell them to do is let me put the browser on my desktop. What the heck? All right, anyway. Go to the downloads folder and open the PDF again. See, it's not complicated. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, of course not. What are you talking about? This is simple. Simple. You can gain a lot of knowledge using the forum help or directly from the internal procedures on the wiki. All right, cool. So let's see what this thing says. Switch router. So they gave me some switch router logins. Admin. Yeah, no. I don't think any company would leave it admin. This is a terrible idea. Let me just, this is like a default password. Anybody could just log right in. RCP, admin, Vanquish, Paprot123. It's not a bad password. Wi-Fi password, and what else we got? Mail app. Tasks, here we go. We finally get a task. Wallpaper and colors in orange style from Pet Mollister. Hi, can you set my wallpaper and system color to something orange? I really like that color. Yeah, do it yourself. What? This is not what IT does. I've never done. Are you kidding me? Set your wallpaper for you. God, what kind of people work at this place? Apparently it's Office 104. I think he's this one. Background with some orange triangles because that's definitely what he asked for. And then we're going to do, he needs an orange palette or an orange taskbars there. Okay, please tell me that's good. Thank God. Mark is done. All right, let's see. So change the wallpaper is not the only thing you can do. Go to your computer and open the browser. Oh, let me shut his computer down quick. I don't want to just leave his computer on there. Poor guy. Man, I am really glad I don't do this in my job. Somebody was like, excuse me, can I have orange in my background? And I'd be like, okay. And I put something orange on there like that sunset. And they're like, oh my God, that's not orange enough. But yeah. All right, I got another job offer. Yeah, it's time to start looking for another job. You know what I mean? Good Lord. All right, this guy's thing is done. Do I reply to his email? See, normally you'd reply. I'd kind of like to see that where I could reply to him. Type 19. Oh, it wants me to go to a specific IP. Let's see, 192.168.45.1. Okay. Some devices have their own web interface. When you enter an IP of a device on the network, you'll see a system that device runs. Devices you can connect to include office printers, network devices, servers, recorders, cameras, and more. Okay, this is pretty cool. Search the form to help to find out the default password for the router. If you already know it, just type it in. Oh yeah, wait a minute. There was a thing I downloaded that had some stuff on it. Where was that? Let's see if it's in here. So this would be for the server, it said. So admin, switch router AP. Maybe that would work. Admin. Yep, cool. All right, as you can see, there are several tabs here. The router in our company is an SD-WAN router, so it has two connections. One is a fixed line ISP connection, and the other is an LTE module. So this is definitely, in my experience, this is kind of out of my knowledge. So I know what a WAN is. I'm not super sure what a SD means for SD-WAN. And one is our fixed line ISP connection. That's obviously like an internet service provider, so like a different company providing an internet connection for you. The other is an LTE module. I assume that has something to do with like LTE connections on phones, like but I don't know exactly what LTE is, to be honest. Router switches to LTE in case of issues with a fixed line. So it sounds like it's switching to like a wireless network, like a phone network if something goes down or something, which is pretty cool. They got some redundancy in there. Currently, we're working on the process of changing providers, and the router is only working on LTE. I hope the LTE doesn't go down. In the coming days, we will this will change and a new provider will appear. You'll be informed of this by email. Wow, they actually inform you about stuff? I wish my job did that. Step away from the computer, then crouch and look at the network sockets on the wall. Okay. Wait, why am I doing this? Oh, there's my lunch right there. Oh, God. Why can't I get further down? Like, there's the network socket. What in the world? Step away from the computer and crouch and look at the network sockets on the wall. Okay. Oh, I see. You have to do that to kind of zoom in. You can disconnect the patch cable and replace them. To do this, you must have a patch cord in your inventory. I think I do. I think I took that from the locker room. Don't collect them all, because if they don't fit in your locker, you'll have to throw them away. Oh, what? Oh, sorry, my cables don't fit in this locker, so I guess I'm going to throw them in the garbage. It's lying on the first desk in the IT room. Find it and pick it up. And there it is. Pick up the drive. Return to the USB ports view. Okay. So put this in the... to connect, you must select the port in your device inventory to connect. Not every USB device works correctly on the USB 3.0. In the case of a flash drive, a 3.0 is better because it's simply faster. This is actually true. So this is cool. I like that they... So I hit USB 3.0, I hit the thing, I hit connect. And cool. Yeah, that is true. 3.0 ports will definitely give you better speeds than 2.0 ports, assuming your flash drive's got speeds that align with that. Exit the ports, go to your computer, open File Explorer, open My Computer, view drives. Okay. Oh, there it is. Look at that. As you can see, the computer has 2 drives and a flash drive has appeared. It's currently empty. The flash drive will be useful for a few tasks. For example, you can create a bootable USB with an OS. Oh, cool. Yes, we do this at my job much. I have many of these things. If you need to install the system unit, if you need to install the system or repair it, use the procedures from the wiki to help. Okay. Network sockets and USB ports aren't the only interactions you can perform. Walk over to the rack cabinet in the IT room and press the E function. Oh God, this is definitely not, this is not something I'd be comfortable doing. Let's just play around with the network ports here and see what happens. As you can see here, you can also change connections between devices and the switch. There should be order in the company. I hope you'll keep it. Yeah, no kidding. Uh-oh. Looks like I got a critical task. Forget this freaking network rack. I need to see what's going on. Oh God, I have so many emails. What? This is accurate too. Jesus. Hi, I'm Luke. I work the morning shift. I don't care about that. Where's my critical task? Important. Let's see what we got. Hello, my name is Jack. As your CEO, oh, this is the boss man. This is the big man, Jack Morris. As your CEO, I'm pleased to welcome you to our team. Your contributions will be essential to our success, and I want to emphasize the importance of delivering high-quality work. Yeah, well, we're going to try. However, please be aware that sharing computers with other employees is strictly prohibited. Yeah, well, that's because maybe you save everybody's credentials in their computer so anybody can just walk up to the computer and log in. Jack, what kind of freaking ragtag operation are you running here, buddy? I look forward to working with you. Yeah, well, I wish I could say the same. Anyway, let's check out his other email. Due to the lack of funds in the IT department's account, oh God, here we go. I'm topping up the account with an additional 1,000 PLN. Please use this money to maintain the infrastructure at the Catalyst branch. I also sent a request to the bank to reset the PIN. A new PIN is 0000 has been assigned. Perfect. Secure. Good Lord. All right. Well, anyway, where's my important task here? Dude, Pat has another problem? Pat, what are you sending me emails for at night? You're not even in here. Nobody's here. Okay, this guy's email gone. One of these is an important one, right? Reset the password. Hello, as per new security policies, the current password on the switch must be changed. The old one is too short and insecure. Yeah, well, maybe if you didn't set passwords to 0000, Jack. God, this guy. Oh, God, dude, the emails just won't stop. This really is like working in IT. God, what now? Hi, I need P-mail. I need P-mail on my computer, so I've only used it on my phone. Time to change that. Thanks. I'm not sure what P-mail is, but I don't think I want to know. That sounds crazy. That definitely sounds not important either. Pat has a problem creating a folder. Yeah, I bet Pat does. He couldn't figure out how to change his wallpaper. Hi. Time has been stopped. Finish the tutorial. Hey, I don't want to finish the tutorial. I want to look at what all these requests are. Go to the mail and check what broke this time. Remember, form help. Yeah, I know. Thanks. I don't care. All right, look. In IT, 90% of the job is looking at emails and doing very little about them. Hi, I'd like to request a few changes to my system. I prepared a simple list. The wallpaper should be pastel. Oh, God, here we go. The system colors need to be pastel blue. This isn't important. Where's the important one? I'm assuming it's this one with the changing the password for the switch. So I'm going to go with that. As per new policy, the current password on the switch must be changed. The old one is too short. So I don't know how to change that, but hopefully I can find in this wiki passwords thing. I'm going to work on this, and then I'm probably going to call the video here because I feel like I've been going at it for a while. But let's see if we can figure this out, as long as it's not going to take me too long. Procedures, maybe? See, this is stuff that I do not do in my job. I'm what you might call a grunt worker IT person. I'm like level 1 IT, basically. So I don't do all this stuff. This is more like admin stuff. Okay, well, you know what? I don't need to, bore everybody with me digging through this to try to figure this out. Anyway, my hot take on this so far is it's pretty cool. I wish there were certain things that were different about it. It really bothers me that I can't figure out how to take this web browser and put it on my desktop. That kind of bothers me. And that's something that most people would do. So it's kind of weird. There's other weird little things about it that I'm not necessarily sold on it yet. I will say in a lot of ways it is, even though maybe it doesn't feel 100% accurate to what I do all the time, it is very much in the spirit of IT. This feels very similar to what I would do in a day-to-day kind of thing. I'd be looking at emails. I'd be helping people with their tickets. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be changing people's wallpapers and stuff like that. That's a little bit ridiculous. But I'd be helping with random stuff that hey, my printer's not printing, my computer's not turning on, or it's not working, or I can't access something. So I think it's pretty cool in a lot of ways. It's definitely one of the better ones of these kinds of games I've seen. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of IT simulation games in general, but this is pretty cool. It actually has more attention to detail than you might think. So I think this definitely is a game that's not going to be for everybody. I think that, if you are watching this and you think this looks interesting, to look through these little wikis and forums and figure out how to do something, then this probably is a game you might enjoy. I will say that some of this stuff is really accurate to what we would do as far as the procedures you would do to do it. So changing a wallpaper is really similar, right? And when I had to go in and make changes to looking around in these documents to try to figure out what an IP address is and how to get there and log in and all these kinds of things is really accurate to what you would do in the real world. So it's kind of interesting to see. I like how there's also plugging in USBs to your computer, and you've got your patch cables connected to your computer to connect to the network. It's all really cool. It's all very accurate. I'd be interested to dive in a little more and see what I think of it the further I get, when things get a little bit more complicated. And actually having to really dig through some of the files and figure out how things work. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if I'd recommend this to everybody, but I think for some people this could be something they would enjoy. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to see more of me playing this video or playing this game, or if you want to see more stuff like this, let me know.